So this must be one of the most frequently asked questions, not just of me, but as of every tarot reader that has ever read tarot in any circumstance, not just on YouTube. What do I do about cards that show up in the reverse, that show up upside down? Okay, these are called reversals. And when they show up, there are three ways that I look at them, and I'll tell you how I look at them. At the end of this video, I'm going to give you a little bonus way to look at this, so this might not be as confusing as you may think, okay? So first of all, when a card comes up in the reverse, I look at it as resistance. So I would read this card as I'm having resistance around making a decision. I can't quite get to it. I can't quite figure it out. I don't really know what I want. I don't know what I don't want. So the Two of Wands in reverse, when the Two of Wands is like this, it's showing you that, like, yes, I'm making some choices. I'm sending out some prayers. I'm manifesting in a way that is bringing me what I want. But this is really like, hey, you know, you were having some resistance about making a decision. Maybe you don't know what you want. Maybe you're not really sure. And so take this kind of card in the reverse as, maybe I'm just not ready, okay? The second way, so that's the first way. The first way is resistance. I'm resisting doing this. I don't want to make a decision. I don't know what I want yet. I'm not sure, so I'm not going to make a decision. It can also come from a place of, like, you know, I just don't like making decisions, or I feel frequently in a place where I don't know the right choice. And so perfectionism plays a role here, that I don't want to make a choice. What if it's the wrong choice? It's not about what I want. It's about what's right or wrong. Okay. So that's how I would look at this card in the reverse, in the first way, as resistance. The second way is the opposite is true. So if you're looking at this card and going, Two of Wands, he's just standing there. He's, you know, what's your intuition telling you? He's, you know, he's kind of like thinking and not sure. In the upright, you're feeling like this isn't really any action. So take some action. All right. So take some action. Put a flag in the sand and move forward. This interpretation of the opposite is true. If you see around this card a whole bunch of action, a whole bunch of cards that indicate that this is just, you know, the opposite is true. Maybe I'm making too fast a decision. Maybe I'm not really thinking enough, right? If you see the Fool, if you see other things like that, pages and stuff like that, like acting without wisdom, then this might be that the opposite is true, that I'm making too quick a decision. I don't know really what I want, but I'm gonna just try to nail it down. This feeling of ambiguity is not cool with me. And so I'm gonna make too fast a decision. The third way of looking at this card is there's a subconscious desire to get it over with, to get a decision made, to be, you know, the one who makes the choice. And the subconscious desire, like if you're feeling consciously that, like, well, you know, I feel pressure. I feel like, you know, this is a big decision. The subconscious desire is to make a decision. Make it. Just make the decision. And don't dawdle on it. Don't, you know, mess around with a lot of ambiguity. Don't waste time, okay? So those are the three ways I see this. The first is resistance. I don't want to make a decision. The second is the opposite is true. I make too fast a decision. And the third is the subconscious desire to make a choice. It's possible for that third one that you might feel that the choice is out of your hands. And so you're like, well, you know, I really want to make this decision, but I don't feel like I'm empowered to do it. It could be saying to you that, yes, you should make a decision, or otherwise you're going to land on your head. You got to take some initiative, okay? Now, the third thing I want, or the bonus thing that I want to say to you is all cards, when they show up in the upright, have a positive and a negative connotation. Every single card. There's really no need for reversals. That's how I look at it. Once you get used to reading, and once you get used to how your cards talk to you and the spreads you use and things like that, you'll know when this is a resistance card. You'll know when this is an opportunity to embrace the opposite. You'll know, you know, how you feel about this. You'll know your subconscious desires, and you'll see it. You'll be like, yeah, that's it. So My feeling and how I read is that every card in the upright has the positive and negative energy to it. The thing that makes the understanding happen about which card or which definition it is number one, my own intuition about this card, about the question I've asked, and about what I'm seeking to learn from this reading. And the second thing is the context. Look at the other cards, all right? This is a card of making a choice. This is a card of at least having a choice in front of you. If you've got a bunch of cards around it that are Seven of Cups, confusion, and the devil energy, and things that are, you know, like the 10 of Wands or the 4 of Swords, or things that are Hanged Man that are not action, then there's more thinking required. More nurturing of your own decision-making process are required, okay? If you got a lot of moving energy around you, then you need to move it. You need to get moving quicker and figure out what your decision is, okay? So pay attention to context. Every single card in the upright has the capability of being a reversed card because of the context and what is my own intuition telling me. Am I just standing here looking at the world, or am I ready to jump in? What's the next frame of this film? What's the next frame? What happens next? Here's a journal exercise for you. What happens next? Okay? Ask yourself, you're standing here and you have an option in front of you, have some choices to make. Play it out. Go down this road and go down that road. Journal about that. What does that look like? Is that really getting me where I want to go? Ask Spirit for help. Ask Spirit to come in and fill in. If I go down this road, then what? You can actually do another tarot reading. If I go down this road, if I make this choice, World, very nice. If I don't make this choice, Six of Pentacles. So I would say if I make this decision that I want to make, then this has a new beginning to it. It has a conclusion to it. There's a new path ahead, right? I'm concluding the I'm not sure, and I'm moving down a road where there's something new. This is a new beginning. It's an ending and a new beginning card, okay? Remember the positive and negatives to all cards. Six of Pentacles, if I don't make this decision, am I, you know, outsourcing my power? Am I giving over, you know, my decision-making process to X, to something else outside me? Or am I going to go inside and make the decision based on what I want? Am I worried about what's going to happen with my money? Am I worried about how other people will see me? These are all good things to ask yourself when you get a card in reverse. And don't forget what I said about the bonus. All cards have a positive and a negative energy, and it really has to do with the context in the reading and your own intuitive sense. Okay, it's not about what the book tells you. It's about how do you see this? Do you see this as a person who's on the brink of taking action, or the person who's just liking to think about that action? Okay. All right, there you go, my darlings.